over Nick Williams is awaiting the winner of Greenwald and Halblum on mat 3.
Right now, 2-1 in favor of Greenwald of Wilton over Halblum of Alburnett. That's in the mat 3, the top left corner of your screen.
Here's your match, Mark. Where's
should be coming up on mat number 4.
Should be coming up here. Will be Washburn and Hunter Doss, but Joel Haberman, Clarion Goldfield Downs, and Trent Johnson.
Dyke New Hartford.
Yep, Dyke New Hartford, Trent Johnson, sophomore. Placed 3rd last year, guys, as a freshman. Great football player. Tough little running back. Scat back.
For Coach Betts. But I tell you, I thought you brought up a good point, Mark. I mean, West Marshall, it's not like they brought 12 wrestlers up here. We have our headphones on. We can't really get a feel for it, but that crowd's pretty intense. They're right in front of us, so but that's pretty special.
Yeah, I just like seeing, crowds like that really get into it. Everybody wearing their own clothing for the tournament, their state tournament shirts and sweatshirts and hats, and everybody getting into it all the time. The whole community rallying behind their athletes. There's just something special about the sport of wrestling, obviously. Yeah. And I see right down in front of me, everybody's turning around. It must be the mom of Needham over here getting hugs, and everybody turning around and giving her thumbs up. Yep. I mean, it's things like that. It's really neat to see.
It is.
Here's our matchup right here between Jake
Hunter Doss.
Hunter Doss. I have a hard time saying that. Hunter Doss and then Hunter Washburn, and I messed that up, so I apologize to Hunter Doss's family or parents and him.
Our local news has called him so many different pronunciations of that name, but I promise you it's Hunter Doss.
Yeah.
And Hunter Washburn, pretty easy to say. 2-time champion. We watched him get DQ'd out. Well, he didn't get DQ'd out, injured out of last year's tournament, and Carter Happel just put it to him in the quarterfinals. But he's back this year.
He had a shoulder issue last year and let it heal up over the off season, and he was up at 138 pounds earlier in the season, and I think he's a lot better now at 132. He's actually, I think, looks stronger. There's a beautiful high crotch, picks Hunter Doss up in the air and puts him down. I just think sometimes when you're not cutting really any weight at all, you just kind of get in a funk. You don't have to work that hard. Once he dropped down to 132 pounds, he had to put a little bit more extra into it, burn a little bit more calories. I think he just started training harder. He got more lean, he got more mean, and it's really shown it in his wrestling. I think he's a much better wrestler at 132 than he was at 138.
And that is very intriguing because of having the luxury of talking to Dallas O'Brien, the Southeast Warren coach, earlier in the season. He told me the reason why Hunter Doss went down from 38 was very, very similar to that. And he just loves the results.
Mat 3, Greenwald, a winner. Advancing on.
Well, that won't help Alburnett. Cushion, no. They've lost 2 wrestlers in a row. Halblum definitely upset about that. Greenwald gets the victory.
And on 6, we do have Trey Brisker and Jaron Glosser.
Okay, Jaron Glosser, undefeated Eddyville Blakesburg Fremont wrestler.
And Brisker put Glosser to his back right away. 2-point takedown and 2-point near fall, but Glosser comes back with a 2-point reversal.
You may remember this last year at 138, Glosser was the champion. His only loss of the season was to Max Thompson. So this is the caliber wrestler we're talking about. He's looking to get a shot at perhaps Carter Happel, the other side of the 38 bracket.
I wish I'd taken more walks. Sorry, stroller.
I should have eaten more kale.
I wish I'd taken my art more seriously. I wish I worked off my gut.
Bench press my weight. 43 pounds.
Less hiding. More thinking.
I wish I spent less time thinking and more time make-believing.
Life moves fast. Don't forget to move with it.
When we act as an advocate for Iowa farmers,
I rise up.
When we reinvest $80 million in a decade to bring jobs to rural communities,
I rise up.
When we provide nearly $500,000 in scholarships to young Iowans each year,
I rise up.
When we invest in solutions that create opportunities and improve the quality of life for all Iowans,
I rise up.
We're Iowa Farm Bureau, and we do these things because we're your neighbors. We're Iowans, and nothing feels better than seeing Iowa rising.
Mark Ironstein, Bob Selby, this 4 of the most quality wrestlers. We got some great matches going on right now.
Wilton is known for good wrestlers, and one of them right now He's giving Glosser some trouble.
He is.
Sure is. He's caught him with 2 takedowns and 2 cradles.
I mean, Glosser unbeaten. Brisker 44-7 on the year at 138. He's giving him all he can handle. Glosser's trying to get a second state title. This is a how you doing match.
Mark touched on this earlier, of course, about Thompson, but it just never ceases to amaze me how many freshmen are so heady. When you get up here, obviously they got here for a reason. But the ability level of some of these freshmen, of course, their off-season regiments and travel and tournaments.
And on mat 3, of course, we didn't get a chance to introduce one of the best wrestlers in the state of Iowa, Carter Happel, already out to a 6-3 lead.
Yeah, Carson Seahase in that one. How's our feature match going here?
Which one?
Tied up 2-2 right now between Hunter Washburn and Jake Hunterdos.
And I'm almost saying it wrong now.
Is he from Lacona or Milo?
Hunterdos.
I think he's from Liberty Center.
4-4 on mat 5 also between Johnson and Haberman.
Yeah.
God, this match down here, though, on mat number 6, a freshman.
Yes.
And Trey Brisker taking on a senior in Glosser, undefeated
champion.
senior.
A man.
You just don't see freshmen taking on seniors like this and putting it to them like what Trey Brisker is doing right now.
Well, obviously, he's progressed through the season, hasn't he? I mean, he's just got a lot of confidence right now.
Yes, he does. You know, it's sometimes just guys put together at the right time, and obviously that's something that Trey Brisker is doing right now. This Brisker's tough. He's always been tough, and even coming through the rankings as a kid in AAU state and so forth, which there's a lot of kids out there going to be wrestling in Wells Fargo Arena a week from tomorrow.
And there's Happel already 11-3 has Seahase in trouble.
Yeah, it's out to a commanding lead.
There's your Cole Needham's in the stands congratulating all of these fans in his singlet right in front of us.
Look at that.
They're all hugging him. West Marshall wrestling community in full force. He's sitting with his family. Very cool.
That is cool.
We have a stoppage with 36 seconds in the second period. Hunterdos and Washburn 2-2, and Happel still working hard on Seahase. 16-5 now. And
if I'm not mistaken, if Brisker wins this, if he does, and there's still a lot of time left in this match, 2 minutes.
Haberman, big win.
I think, and he'll have Happel. I think that's a rematch of the district finals.
Okay.
Between Wilton and Lisbon. Not certain on that, but
so Haberman with the win.
I didn't even see
the district final was a Brisker loss to Happel.
Yep.
Well, Glosser's going to work now.
Brisker lost to Happel in the district final. Correct.
Glosser trying to get something going here in this top position.
I don't know if a lot of people expected him to get another shot at him, especially in the Glosser camp.
Here we are, Jake Hunterdos taking on Hunter Washburn here. Tied up 2-2, second period.
Wow.
On their feet.
8-6 now, Brisker and Glosser.
Wow.
Hunterdos 55-0.
And he's wrestling a wrestler that has 2 state championships, toe-to-toe.
It's not any less daunting because they were 2 years ago and 3 years ago either. It doesn't matter. This is still the same Hunter Washburn.
He's got 2 titles.
You just don't. Happel's limited time on the mat ends up in a 21-5 win in the second period over Seahase, so he advances to his 3rd final.
What can Glosser do here? Is he in all kinds of trouble, Mark, in this situation?
Yeah, I mean,
34.
I would have let him go probably, unless he knows something that I don't from the top position. There's another salt warning against Brisker, so that's an actual point so that makes it 8-4 now.
Just can't go anywhere with that hold that Brisker's got on that leg.
Yeah, they should probably call Brisker for stalling again.
They got to hit him.
Yeah, Brisker has to start wrestling here on the bottom. Another stall call, that's actually going to be 2 points against him. That'll make it 8-6.
See, that's a very unfortunate situation. You're excited about being ahead, but time's running down, and then it becomes, what do I do? And you end up stalling.
Yeah, now Gloucester's going to get smart. I think this is something he probably should have done at about the 1 minute mark and gone to the feet. So now Brisker just laying there, holding the arm, just stalling. And I don't like the way that Brisker ended this match, but 2 points right there. And then Brisker ends up winning 9-8. Definitely don't like the way that Brisker won that match at the wrestle in the third period, just not even wrestling at all. But he gave the kid, he's a freshman, credit, taking on a senior, undefeated in that, and winning the match. And I missed it over here. Connor Shalista just came out for Alburnett and got a takedown and 3 near fall over there on mat number 3.
The old 5-point move right out of the chute.
Hunter Washburn with the takedown. He's up and an escape there for Hunter Doss, so it makes it 5-3 there.
Hard to regroup after paying attention here.
I know. This is the strength of Alburnett's lineup right here.
Shalista, yeah, and he's going up against a seasoned Audubon wrestler in Brad Kirchhoff. This is a tough kid. Shalista can get it done.
And Washburn and Hunter Doss is still 5-3.
Wrestler Bryce Paul coming out here. I mean, this is, like I said, the heart of their lineup right there with Washburn, Shalista, and Paul.
Paul, of course, taking on Zach Axmere from English Valleys. He's ranked 3rd. Paul is 2nd. Paul is looking to have another shot at Sawyer Amling of Edgewood Colesburg, but right now he's got to deal with Zach Axmere of English Valleys. Axmere undefeated on the season. Paul's only loss was to Sawyer Amling.
7 seconds left. Finally, we're still in this 132 match on mat 4.
I take that back. With those out-of-state tournaments, Paul has lost, but might be his only Iowa loss is to Amling.
Did you say Haberman won?
Yes, and Washburn's a winner now on mat 4. That was a long one.
We missed the end of that Haberman match. He may have got a pin, Mark. We were busy here. Washburn really businessman-like takes care of Hunter Doss.